I've been getting some new cookbooks lately, and they are making me want to experiment. For example, one of the things that I really like, but I never put it as a recipe on my website because it's more of a procedure, I guess, than a recipe. I like to take raw lamb, slice it really thin, paper thin. It's better if it's like soft frozen. And then saute that quickly in olive oil with some garlic, some ground rosemary, maybe put some soy sauce in there, and then serve that over a bed of rice. I really like that, but I'm not eating rice anymore, at least for a while. So I saw this recipe for cauliflower fried rice. Cauliflower isn't expensive. It could be worth trying. So I'm going to make cauliflower fried rice. The directions say I need 2 cups of cauliflower florets, about 1.5 pounds, 680 grams. I'm going to weigh this when I get my 2 cups because I just don't think the weight's going to be right. But I have to clean this up and get the florets that I need. So I have a kitchen scale set up with a measuring cup. I have it tared to 0. This is 2 cups. I trimmed these really close to the florets, so I got as few stems as possible. I'm going to weigh these. There's 2 cups overflowing. 6.61 ounces, 6.60. So a little more than 6.5 ounces. Maybe if I take out the overflow, it'll come down to, there's 6 ounces. So I don't know where they came up with 1.5 pounds. I got the book right here. 2 cups cauliflower florets, about 1.5 pounds. That's what makes me nervous about some of these recipes. Did they test this? Is this going to work? And look at this head of cauliflower. Now what have I got here? Still left over. Let me put this back to 0. Tear it to 0. That's 1 pound and 10 ounces right there. And that's with all those stems, the big stem part. I don't know. What should I do? Should I use this 2 cups or should I add a little bit more? Well, I've got it, so why not add a little bit more? So there's what I decided upon. I decided 3 cups, which weighed in at 12 ounces, which is 340 grams. When I write the recipe up for my website, I'll make that correction. The next step is to reduce these florets down by just pulsing them in a food processor until they resemble grains of rice. And as I like to do, because it helps to keep things cleaner, I put a barrier in there so I don't get stuff all up in the inside of my lid here. Okay, and then just pulse this. How am I doing there? Some larger pieces. All right, I think that might do it. I don't want to overdo it and reduce it down to grains of sand. That'll be mostly okay. Got a large skillet heating on the stove. I'm going to pour 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. Actually, I'm going to use more because I'm on a diet where lots of fat is good. And then I'm going to add 1/2 cup, which is about 70 grams of chopped onion. And I'm going to saute that. That's over medium-high heat until that is softened, maybe 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes. Those have been cooking for a couple of minutes. I reduced the heat down to medium-low because I don't want to brown anything. And this is 1 clove of crushed garlic. I'm going to cook for less than a minute. And then to this, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of tamari, which is, from what I understand, is very much like soy sauce. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of fish sauce, and I'm using Red Boat fish sauce because it's supposed to be a very good sauce. Fish sauce is made with anchovies. It's extract of anchovy. And it's supposed to add umami. Ooh, I can smell that fish sauce. I'm gonna stir in my riced cauliflower. And get that all mixed up. Meanwhile, I want to add a very small pinch of salt. I'm going to grind some black pepper in there. Not much. And I'm going to cook this for about 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. 5. And then cook this, stirring it occasionally. My timer just went off, so these has been cooking now. And this is 1 large egg, well beaten. And I want to stir that in. I'm still over medium heat to just get that all cooked. This looks done, so I'm going to take a little taste of this, see if it needs any salt. No salt. Tastes good. Doesn't taste like rice, but it's got a nice texture because it's kind of a crisp, tender texture to it. I'm going to cover that and then start working on my lamb. Got a little skillet heating on the stove. It's over medium heat. This is one of my home cooking skillets. This is one I use when I'm cooking for myself. I don't use my show pans. And then I'm going to put my, see how thinly sliced that is? It's easy to do if you have a really sharp knife and the meat is like soft frozen. And to that I'm going to add a dash of ground rosemary. Not much. A few drops of sesame oil, because that adds a nice flavor. Where's my knife? I'm going to squeeze a little bit of garlic in there, or you could use garlic powder. Going to give that a stir. And then a little bit of soy sauce, not much. I don't want it to reek of soy, just for a little bit of flavor. That'll be good enough. Turn that heat down. So I don't want to overcook this. I want to get it cooked kind of pinkish, so that it's tender. See, with that heat turned way down, it's barely cooking, but that's what I want because I don't want it to get tough. I want to keep it tender. And now I'm going to turn that heat off. That's it. You can see some of that is still red, but that's fine. Okay, the first thing I want to do is spoon some of my phony rice in there. Well, okay. Cauliflower fried rice. That looks nice. And then put my lamb over the top. Like that. And then grind some black pepper over the top. Just a little bit. And that's it. That's what I made my cauliflower fried rice for. Now I'm going to taste that. I want to taste this. This is the first time I've made this dish, a favorite dish, with this cauliflower fried rice. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is really, really good. Okay. Oh, that's good. A lot of nice flavor in it, but no one flavor overpowers any of the others. It's a nice balance of flavors. And that cauliflower fried rice is really delicious. So, excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy a late lunch of my sautéed lamb with cauliflower fried rice.